you keep bringing up Cardi and Offset? Like, they going through enough, bro. You still stuck 2 years ago on a lie that Ben said it never was what it was. You want to continue to bring up trauma to stay relevant. Like, stop trying to dig yourself out of a grave. You already did. Nobody already not fucking with you, bro. So, to keep trying to dig up, then you talking about a nigga that obviously don't bash their kids. I don't know what he do in his free time or what he do to Cardi. It's none of my business. But you speaking on them like you doing any better than them. You're not doing better than nobody you talking about. You're not doing better than me. You're not doing better than Cardi. You're not doing better than Offset. So all these you're using to like get up some or like speak up on something, it's like it's pissing me the fuck off, because it's like, this is what you do. You try to put me in a box where nobody fuck with you, right? So you try to drag me into it. Then you try to lie and say I'm keeping your kid because I want to fuck with you. No. You just don't want to fuck with me because I fuck with a blood and he's some fine.
Chrisean, based on her hanging out with rappers, essentially.
Nah, hell no. She had this thing about her where she looked like I was jealous or something, so she kind of started doing shit. My whole thing was like, once you become an artist, certain shit just is like, it's frowned upon, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, networking, dope. Take a picture, cool.
Right.
You know, get in the studio, cool. But a lot of these guys, they're not really trying to work. You know?
Right.
They're just trying to make it look like something it's not, and just basically just stake your buzz. And she just kept going for it. She just keeps going for it. Like,
do you know if it was true?
I'm looking like, bitch, get the feature.
Well, I was gonna say, do you know if it was true? Because there was this rumor that Offset hooked up with Chrisean Rock.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah, she got.
While y'all were together?
Nah, I was already engaged with somebody else, so I didn't care. But she has a thing where she likes to make it seem like I care.
Right. So she Offset while he was with Cardi.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Right.
Hey, yo, you. Can you subscribe and turn on that bell too? Because when you do, you're helping unbiased, independent news.
Right. The Miss Chrisean that
oh, that's bullshit.
All that shit's cat, brother. She's like one of these regular grapes on the sidewalk, bro. She's going, and there's no problem with it, gang. You feel me? It's just when you try to portray something else, that's when it becomes a problem. Right?
It's just weird that anybody who has sex with her for the rest of her life will have to see her face.
Yeah.
Turn your volume up, because what I'm about to tell you makes every celebrity meltdown of the last decade look like a peaceful yoga retreat. This isn't just drama. This is the type of chaos that makes the Kardashians look like background characters in their own show. I'm talking Category 10 Hurricane Chrisean, colliding with Blueface's nuclear reactor of accusations, and the explosion just rattled the entire internet. Because Chrisean Rock has finally broken her silence, and the way she did it. Oh, honey. It wasn't soft, it wasn't subtle, and it definitely wasn't PAR approved. Her words hit the internet like a frying pan hurled across a reality TV kitchen. Loud, messy, and aimed directly at Blueface's forehead. And Blueface. Oh, he thought he had the last word. He thought his accusations were going to be the final mic drop, but baby. He didn't just drop a mic. He dropped a whole grenade, and Chrisean kicked it right back with Olympic-level precision. This scandal didn't leak. It detonated. This tea didn't spill. It flooded the timeline like a busted fire hydrant. And you've just opened the door to the wildest celebrity roller coaster of the year. Buckle in. You're not ready, and that's exactly why you need to keep listening. The sun wasn't even up when Blueface decided to spark the biggest digital wildfire of the week. Most normal people wake up, stretch, drink water, maybe meditate. Blueface, he wakes up and chooses thermonuclear chaos. The man rolled out of bed, cracked his knuckles, and said, "Let me ruin the internet real quick," then fired off accusations like he was auditioning for a telenovela villain role. He didn't ease into it. No. He didn't drop a vague quote or a shady lyric. He went straight to DEFCON 1 with posts so heated they could have toasted bread. Each one more dramatic than the last, written like he was narrating his own documentary called When Keeping It Real Goes Real Dumb and the Internet. It reacted exactly how you'd expect. Instant meltdown. Notifications blew up harder than a microwave with a fork in it. Fans froze mid-scroll like they were hit with a digital flashbang. People in group chats were typing essays, caps lock on, acting like they were analyzing FBI evidence. Everyone became an overnight legal expert, emotional therapist, and spiritual advisor, all at the same time. But in the middle of this chaos, in the eye of the storm, something was missing. Something that made the drama 10 times louder. Chrisean Rock said absolutely nothing. Not a syllable. Not a shade emoji. Not even one of those mysterious, half-scary, half-confusing Instagram story reposts she likes to throw when she's warming up. Silence, pure. Heavyweight championship-level silence. And here's the thing, when regular people go silent, it means nothing. But when Chrisean Rock goes silent, oh, that's a state of emergency. That's a spiritual omen. That's like seeing a volcano stop rumbling right before it erupts and wipes out the whole coastline. Her silence was so loud it practically screamed. Comment sections turned into forums of speculation. She's plotting. She's about to snap. She's letting him cook. No, she's the one cooking. It was like trying to guess the final boss in a video game with no hints. Meanwhile, Blueface was doubling down. Posting more, talking more, digging deeper into the hole like he wanted to excavate a whole new level of chaos. He was pacing digitally, ranting, subtweeting, backtracking, then recommitting like a man arguing with himself in the bathroom mirror. He claimed he had proof, claimed he had tea. He even claimed he had the truth. Which is funny, because the last time Blueface had the truth in his possession, it probably ran away screaming. But here's the psychological masterpiece of it all. Blueface wasn't just talking to the audience. He was talking at Chrisean. He wanted a reaction. He wanted a response. He wanted that classic rock explosion, the one with the yelling, the fire, the spiritual warfare. The WWE level energy. He waited. The internet waited. The universe waited. Nothing. And that silence. Oh, it did something to him. You could practically feel Blueface unraveling like the plot of a messy Netflix docuseries. His posts got longer, angrier, more chaotic, like he had started the drama for attention, but then accidentally created a monster he couldn't control. See, what Blueface forgot is this. Silence is a weapon, and Chrisean knows how to use it. While he was spiraling publicly, she was somewhere off-screen, building tension like she's the director of her own blockbuster. And trust me, when Chrisean builds tension, it's not subtle. It's not gentle. It's not take the high road. Oh no. It's let me gather every emotional nuke I own and line them up for dramatic effect. People were refreshing her Instagram like they were trying to hack the Matrix. Every hour felt like the countdown to a celebrity apocalypse. And the longer she stayed quiet, the more Blueface started looking like he was arguing with a ghost. Commenters were clowning him. Memes were flying faster than teachers' chalk in the 90s. People were like, bro, she's not even responding. You're beefing with the air. But here's the thing about Chrisean. She never stays quiet long. She's a human earthquake, unpredictable, unstoppable, and guaranteed to shake the timeline when she moves. And silence. That's just her pulling back the slingshot. Because behind that quiet surface, something was brewing. Something heavy. Something sharp. Something she'd been holding in for way too long. When Chrisean finally opened her mouth, the internet didn't just listen, it stopped breathing. And the first sentence she dropped, oh, it didn't just clap back. It detonated. When Chrisean finally broke her silence. She didn't ease into it like a polite celebrity issuing a carefully worded Notes app apology. No, she came in hotter than a microwave full of metal. Her voice, loud, emotional, unfiltered, hit the internet like a spiritual lightning bolt. And the very first thing she said made people spit out their drinks, drop their phones, and clutch their imaginary pearls. It wasn't gentle. It wasn't cute. It wasn't PR friendly. It was pure, uncut Chrisean Rock energy. And instantly, the internet split into two tribes. Tribe A. She's right, he's doing too much. Tribe B? Nah, she snapped. This is wild. Meanwhile, The neutral people, aka the drama enjoyers, were just grabbing popcorn. Like, go on, both of y'all continue. We didn't clock in for peace today. Because Chrisean didn't just respond to Blueface's accusations. She obliterated them. She dismantled the narrative like she was on a true crime show reenactment with dramatic music playing in the background. She called out the lies, the gaslighting, and the antics, giving us enough quotable material to power the internet for weeks. Her energy, unhinged, but in an impressive cinematic way. She wasn't just speaking. She was testifying, and the way she talked, it felt like she had the receipts, the screenshots, the voice notes, the surveillance footage, and maybe even a few spiritual visions backing her up. And that's when the internet did what the internet does best. Turn the whole situation into meme fuel. Within minutes, TikTok was flooded with reenactments, including one girl who slapped a blue wig on a mannequin and started screaming at it like she was performing a monologue at the Oscars. Someone else used AI to animate a talking fish explaining Blueface's accusations like a Discovery Channel documentary. People were posting Blueface versus reality edits that had the entire timeline crying. But the memes were only the side dish. The real entree was the celebrity reactions. Suddenly, random celebrities who should have been minding their own business started chiming in. One rapper said, "I knew something was off." A reality star went live for 47 minutes, analyzing the situation with the seriousness of someone discussing foreign policy. A TikTok influencer tried to decode Chrisean's tone like she was reading ancient scrolls. And the fans, oh, they were eating it up. They said things like, "Bro, this is better than Netflix. Y'all waking me up with this chaos. This is exactly why I don't delete Twitter." People who hadn't tweeted in 6 years suddenly came out of retirement, like, "I have thoughts." But the biggest twist came when Blueface responded. Because, of course he did. Blueface responds to everything. He could be in a tornado and still find time to tweet. Except this time, he wasn't laughing. He wasn't flexing. He wasn't doing his usual "I don't care but I actually care deeply" routine. He looked pressed like a shirt at a dry cleaner, pressed like a panini, pressed like a button on an elevator stuck between floors. And the moment people saw that shift in his energy, oh, it was over. The internet smelled fear the way sharks smell blood. Blueface tried to clap back with one of his signature nonchalant but extremely emotional posts. But the timing was terrible, because for once the internet wasn't buying it. People were like, "Nah, bro, she cooked you. You can't out-yell Chrisean. Sit down. This ain't the moment. Delete the tweet." But Blueface didn't delete anything. He doubled down. He dropped more posts. He tried to reclaim the narrative. He even tried to twist the storyline like he was directing a plot twist in a soap opera. Except there was a problem. The public was no longer on his side. Chrisean had captured the emotional momentum. She hit people in the chest with her raw honesty. And whether she was right or wrong, whether the situation was messy or messy, the timeline crowned her the winner of the round. And that's when things escalated again. Someone leaked a voice note. Someone else leaked a screenshot. People were claiming they had exclusive tea like they were undercover agents. Suddenly, everyone had insider information. Everybody knew the truth. Everybody had sources. But you know what was wild? Every version of the story contradicted the previous one. It was like watching 3 different movies at the same time. One minute people were saying one thing, next minute they were spinning the plot like a DJ remixing a track at a rave. It was chaos. Absolute pandemonium. And the internet was lapping it up like a cat drinking spilt milk. Because at this point, this wasn't just a scandal. It was a full-blown cultural event. This wasn't tweets anymore. It was performance art. And everyone watching could feel something big coming. A shift. A breaking point. The moment where everything goes from dramatic to no, this is crazy. Because Blueface wasn't backing down. Chrisean wasn't backing down. And the internet wasn't choosing peace. The storm was far from over. In fact, the worst part was still loading. By the time the dust should have settled, the scandal was already mutating into its final form. The kind of digital beast that grows a new head every time someone tries to cut one off. Blueface fired back, Chrisean clapped harder, and the internet. The internet stood in the middle like a referee who had lost the whistle and was now emotionally invested in the fight. The aftermath wasn't quiet. It wasn't reflective. Nobody took the high road. In fact, the high road didn't even exist anymore. These two bulldozed through it so aggressively. Google Maps would probably label the location temporarily unavailable under drama construction. The moment the accusations and clapbacks stopped flying for a second, that's when the real chaos showed up. The consequences. Brands started quietly backing away like they were sneaking out of a bad date. PR managers everywhere were sweating through their shirts, whispering, "Please stop posting. Please stop. We beg you," while opening and closing the Notes app like it was a magic spellbook. Fans were split down the middle. One half stood behind Chrisean like she was a warrior queen battling dragons. The other half defended Blueface like he was the last contestant on a dating show who still believed love was real. And in between all that noise, there was the one question everybody kept asking: what happens now? Because normally, after a blowout like this, someone issues a fake apology. Someone else blocks someone, and the internet moves on. But not this time. Oh no. The energy was too heavy, the emotions too raw, the mess too. Majestic Dot. This wasn't a regular celebrity fight. This was a cinematic universe. Chrisean's final words left a mark, the kind of mark you don't just shake off. She didn't just defend herself. She exposed the emotional underbelly of their entire saga. She laid out grievances that had been simmering in silence for months. She called out inconsistencies, double standards, and every shady detail she had tucked away like emotional ammunition. Blueface tried to respond, but for once, his words didn't land the same. They sounded tired, rushed, more defensive than dominant. You could feel the shift. The internet sensed it too. The tide had turned, and he was no longer surfing it. He was trying not to drown in it. This moment didn't destroy their reputations. It redefined them. Chrisean walked out looking battle-scarred but powerful. Like someone who had finally said everything she had been choking on. Blueface walked out looking like a man caught in a storm he accidentally created and now couldn't escape. And the audience. Oh, they're not going anywhere. Because scandals fade. But this one left a cliffhanger hanging over the whole situation like a storm cloud that refuses to move. Everyone is watching. Everyone is waiting, because with these two, peace isn't an ending. It's just an intermission. All right, listen up, because if you thought this drama was wild, you haven't seen anything yet. Smash that like button like it owes you money and drop a comment telling us who you think really won this chaotic showdown. Team Chrisean or Team Blueface? Don't just scroll by pretending you're too cool for scandal. This is the kind of internet content your future self will thank you for watching. Hit subscribe and ring that notification bell like you're warning the world that more chaos is coming. Because with these two, drama isn't optional. It's a lifestyle. We're not just reporting. We're living every twisted plot twist, every clapback, every meme-worthy meltdown in real time. Stick around, because secrets drop here faster than TikTok trends. And you don't want to be the last one